What if I told you Earth didn't die by accident? It was already meant to happen. And the people who tried to save us never came back. Not because they failed, but because they found something. Something we were never supposed to discover. The year is 2180. Earth is no longer safe. After World War V, radiation has spread everywhere. The air is toxic. Water is polluted. No one can drink it anymore. Food is grown in labs, but it tastes terrible and barely keeps people alive. Cars don't work. Fuel is too expensive. Technology is slowly failing. Scientists give the final warning. Humanity can survive only 6 months more. After that, humans will disappear forever like never existed before. To save humanity, 4 space missions were sent to find another planet like Earth. Each mission had the best pilots and scientists, but none of them came back. No signals, no updates, nothing. People started asking questions. Did they fall into a black hole? Did something attack them? Or did they find something dangerous? Fear spread everywhere. Rich people went underground into bunkers with full supplies. But most people, almost 60% of the population, were left behind. Hungry, weak, waiting. Many companies tried to launch missions into space, but no one found a solution. Time was running out. Then one man decided to act. A billionaire named Arjen Vos. Instead of hiding, he spent all his money to save humanity. He created Project Paradox. He selected 5 people, the best of the best. Pilots, scientists, engineers. Their mission: find a new planet and save mankind. The day finally came. The ship launched. As they left Earth, they saw broken satellites floating in space, damage everywhere from the war. Even the sun looked slightly red, not yellow anymore. It felt like the whole solar system was changing. They passed the farthest human-made satellite ever sent. Then they moved beyond the Milky Way. Ahead of them, complete darkness. Their ship was unlike anything ever built. It ran on antimatter, enough to last over 100 years. Its body was made of reinforced titanium, built to survive deep space. Inside, a small farm quietly grew food, just enough to keep them alive. They had everything they needed. Everything, except answers. As they traveled deeper into space, something strange began to happen. At first, no one noticed. But then the scientists started comparing data. The light around them looked different, older. Distant stars weren't just far away anymore. They looked like they belonged to another time. And then one realization changed everything. The deeper we go, the older the light becomes. At first, they were only observing the past. Ancient stars, young galaxies, a universe that didn't look like the one they knew. But slowly, something changed. It no longer felt like they were just watching it. It felt like they were entering into the past. No one fully understood what was happening. But one thing was clear. They were no longer traveling through space. They were traveling through something far more dangerous. And whatever was waiting ahead was not meant to be found. Then they entered a galaxy called Triangulum Galaxy, and suddenly a meteor hit their ship. At first, it looked like small damage, but then they saw something shocking. A black substance started spreading on the ship. It was not normal. It was dark matter, and it was slowly eating the ship. They needed to land and fix it. But there was no planet with solid land in the Triangulum galaxy. They couldn't fix the ship in space, so they had no choice. They kept moving forward, faster, deeper into unknown space. Soon they entered a region where light disappeared. Everything was dark. It felt like entering a black hole. After some time, they came out into a glowing nebula galaxy. Suddenly, alarms started. Dark matter had covered their sensors. Autopilot stopped working. Now someone had to manually control the ship. Then they saw a ship. A human ship. One of the missing missions. They connected their ship and went inside. What they saw shocked them. All crew members were dead. Their bodies were covered in black matter. Even their tools got infected when touched. Now they knew the truth. Dark matter doesn't just destroy ships, it kills people. They rushed back. Their own ship was getting infected too. Then they entered into Galactic Galaxy, where they found a planet and landed on a planet named SONIAC. No oxygen, no water, only rocks. But gravity was stable. They stepped outside and checked the damage. The ship wasn't broken. Top thrusters were covered in dark matter. They tried burning it. Nothing worked. So they made a hard choice. They detached both infected thrusters and left it behind. Now the ship had less power, but they were alive. When they left the planet, they realized something impossible. They were now in a completely different galaxy, and the planet they were in started collapsing. In the distance, they saw a glowing rectangular structure floating in space. Strange, silent. They decided to enter it. Inside, everything changed. Bodies felt heavy. Breathing became difficult. It was pulling them inside. And then suddenly, everything became normal, and they realized they had entered the multiverse, which we thought just a theory on Earth, but they are seeing it with their eyes. Pam Rao, one of their crew members, the bioscientist, suddenly collapsed. Her leg turned black. Dark matter had entered her body. They panicked. They needed help immediately. They found a nearby planet named Maractus and tried to land. But they were attacked. Advanced weapons damaged their ship. Even titanium started breaking. They crashed into a lake. Then suddenly they were surrounded by strange beings. For them, they looked like aliens. 4 arms, 3 eyes, wings, can survive in air and water. They put something on Pam's head and started analyzing her. At first, humans from Earth couldn't understand them. Then the beings placed a device on their heads. Now they could communicate, and they took Pam. The beings said, "You entered our space without permission." These beings called themselves Multisapiens. They had advanced technology. They could create body parts, heal injuries, even rebuild human bodies. Pam was taken for surgery. The crew was shocked but hopeful. Then Multisapiens revealed something shocking. They already knew about Earth. They had visited Earth a very long time ago, but they stopped visiting because interfering too much can destroy the balance of the universe. Their head also explained, "According to your spaceship data, you traveled for 70 years according to Earth time, and by the time you reached here, your planet Earth you ever know was already gone." The crew explained everything: Earth, the war, the destruction. Multisapiens already knew. Then they gave them a choice. You can go back and stop the war. They showed them a special path, the multiverse door of life. Not the same door they used before. This one could take them directly back to their own galaxy. But there was a warning. If you save your world, another world will be destroyed. Balance must always be maintained. But humans from Earth wants to take this risk to save their planet Earth. Multisapiens gave them a powerful new ship, full directions, advanced technology. But Pam was still in surgery. She couldn't travel, so they had to leave her behind. This was the hardest moment. They promised, "We'll come back for you." Then they left. They left planet Maractus and followed the directions, and they reached the door of life. They were scared, but they had no choice but to save their planet Earth, and they entered it. In a couple minutes, they came back to Earth's orbit like magic. They returned to the past Earth before World War V. They discovered the real cause of the war, a secret global conflict over sonic nuclear creation technology. A powerful group planned to control all nuclear weapons around the globe. Then crew checked the global data. Powerful people manipulated governments, started small conflicts, which turned into global war. The crew used future technology to hack global systems, expose secret leaders, leak hidden data to the public, disable nuclear launch systems. At the final moment, they stopped the first major attack. And once that was stopped, the war never started. Earth was saved. No war, no destruction. Humanity survived. The sky was blue again. People lived normal lives. But the crew remembered the warning. Somewhere, another world had to pay the price. 2 hours later, they detected something strange. A growing black hole somewhere in space. And inside it, signals. A human signal. The crew checked the data. Their hearts dropped. The signals were coming from Pam. Somehow, saving Earth didn't just change the future. It changed planet Maractus's fate. We saved our world, but we may have pushed there into black hole.
If you enjoyed this story, subscribe to Tunes with Tales, where every story comes to life.